Oh, where'd you go?
Oh my God.
And we're off to the
Oh my God, I'm
races.
dying. So I'm
Oh,
glad that we decided to go live this afternoon after having technical difficulties earlier today.
oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't actually even know if this is live or if we're recording this and then putting this out. I'm not even quite sure what's going on, everyone. Welcome to the hump. Should we tell them what
We,
really happened?
yeah, so we already tried to put this out there. We did our episode, and then it turns out it wasn't working. And so we just spent an hour chit-chatting, and it did not actually come out to our people. So that is why we are late today.
Yeah.
And now we don't know what's happening.
We
And I
were,
just welcome you all with with some cursing.
which I don't even know is on the thing.
Uh,
If this isn't live, like I don't think this is actually live. I think we're recording it, even though the program said we were on YouTube.
okay.
Um,
Wow.
I'll take that out before I put it out there. So if you are watching this live, I don't even know what to say anymore. But we tried to do this in full disclosure because I'm a bad liar. We tried to actually record this yesterday because I went to a concert last night and was not interested in getting up at 7 o'clock this morning to do it. So we tried to fool you all. And in that,
Karma came and bit us right in the ass for that.
yeah, we might as well keep swearing. Do we have a swear? We probably
I
have
know.
a,
This is what happens when you get me like in the afternoon fired up.
yeah.
Like I can control my mouth when I first wake up, but by now you're getting the real deal.
All right, okay, I'm going to do a countdown and then you're going to say a swear and I'm going to see if I can bleep this. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Trump.
All right. I don't know if that worked, but my dog is now behind me. Do you see this white? Do you see that?
Oh, I do.
She's trying to sleep under the desk. Okay. So now I can actually tell you I did go to a concert last night.
And I want to hear all about it. How was it?
And then I want to hear about your concert.
Yes.
It's a musical week here on the hump.
It is a musical week.
This is when we should have county karaoke,
Yes. Yes.
which we'll talk about later.
We got to come back to that.
Yes. Last night I went to the Fillmore to see
Sun and
Dust.
Dust.
Thank you for remembering. And it turned out I was actually going to see 4 bands. It turned into like a music festival, is really what it was.
So did you get your music festival fill, and can we stop with that nonsense?
Listen, we left early. We were there. We were there for Seven Dust because Tony loves Seven Dust.
Mm-hmm.
And halfway through their set, he said, "I'm tired. We have to go."
Oh no. Okay, so let's back up to
Okay.
you love Seven Dust. You've seen them before.
I have been forced to go see them before. Now they're a good band. I don't love them. I don't hate them. I don't really know any of their music, but I mean they're a really great screening band to see. Their visuals are great. They have great like screens and visuals. I love watching that. They had 3 bands open for them. And this started at 7 p.m. So by the time they came on at 9:30 or whatever, and it's all the same kind of music. So I know I'm going to sound like my father, but
Yeah.
like it was all just, and it's my nephew who is in like a cover band for all of the bands like I went to see last night. I sent him a text message and was like, "Guess where I'm going?" And of course he was super jealous. And but I don't. It was like you don't know the words. They're just screaming. There was a mosh pit that I was like this far from, and I was like, "Yeah, we're not."
You weren't even tempted to just like get in and let that rage out in the mosh pit?
Absolutely not. No, I was like my glasses, my phone, So we went right into the middle, right at the front, and then when the mosh pit started getting a little nutty, we went to the back.
Yeah. At the Fillmore, I like the back. I like that spot where there's like a one step up and there's a
Hmm.
good bar to kind of set your drink on and just lean forward.
That's where
I
we
like
were.
that. To me, that's the ideal spot because you're not
Yeah,
usually getting shoved. People aren't trying to pass through.
yeah, and
And
both.
I'm short, so inevitably, every time we go, when I've been down on the floor, like we saw Leon Bridges last year,
Mm,
and I think the tallest person in the world and all of their friends were immediately in front of me, and no
uh-huh.
matter which way I tried to move, I just saw
Yeah,
backs, not even back of heads, backs.
yeah, I know. Yes. Well, I am like usually when I go, I want to be as close as possible. But in situate like Tony and I were both like, my fingers were bleeding because I was like scraping all like, and we were both like, what are we doing up here?
Like, this is
We're
not good for us.
scared shitless and too old for
Wow, that
this.
was
Yeah.
my
Oh,
buzzing
sorry.
out.
And so we moved back and then we were fine.
Yeah.
It still was a little nutty, but yeah. So
Good crowd.
yeah, and literally because they asked, there were people under 13
Wow.
and people over 60. Like their fan base is huge and they've been around for decades. Um so it's like a good show.
Yeah.
I just don't know any of it and I feel like I
And
mean
and
apparently
it
I'm
was
not
also just too far past your bedtime.
I mean, it started when I go to bed. So but it was fun. It was good.
Well, good. I'm glad you had a fun time.
Yeah, and then I got to sleep in today, so that was fun.
Excellent.
Well, tell me about your you had just as exciting of a concert.
So I went and saw Sting earlier this week,
Mosh pit?
and there was no mosh pit,
Okay.
although there were some people standing in front of us and people sitting behind us. And the people that were sitting behind us were not pleased with the people standing in front of us. And so I thought maybe it was going to turn into some sort of mosh pit, middle-aged woman fight situation, but it didn't.
Okay. How
Yeah.
was the concert? I know you're not like a huge Sting lover or hater.
Yeah, so I knew some of the songs, but not all of the songs. And I went because I had some friends that were going and invited me along, and I thought, sure, that sounds like a lot of fun. I do also like to go and hear live music. So good time, good vibe. I enjoyed the music. Sting, for being 74, looks great, and his voice is still very strong. So that was pretty impressive.
Were you out late?
I think I was out till about 11,
Yeah. Okay.
so kind of late.
Yeah. Do you remember back in the day in like the 90s when Sting and his wife were like into like do you remember this about
No.
Sting? He made like this is going to be a lot if you have children. Um him and his wife were into like that like meditative like I forgot what it's called, but like the like tantric like sex life. Do you remember that?
No.
And it was like a big
I
deal.
have not been a big follower of Sting's sex life,
Oh, I
fortunately.
don't. I don't know why I know this.
Information.
It was like big news in the '90s, where it was like, uh, they were super into like yoga and meditation back when nobody knew what that was, and then and everyone thought that was like super woo woo. So maybe that's why he's still looking good. Maybe
Well,
he's
it was
still
working. I mean, it's
good for
all of
him.
that is working for him because he definitely looked good and had good energy.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he's
good.
74. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Huh. Who would be like? Who haven't you seen that you would want to see?
Janis Joplin. I think that she would be really fun to see if I
Yeah.
could, bring people back from the dead.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to think of some because I am so completely spoiled that most people I would want to see I have been
You've been
able
able
to.
to.
Like the Alabama Shakes a couple weeks ago. I really enjoyed them. And so I had the opportunity to see them. I've seen them twice. Cage the Elephant, I really enjoy. I've seen them a couple of times now. Mm, I also have to say I enjoy live music, but I don't necessarily seek it out. There's not a group that I am always looking for or wish that they were touring. I don't know. I'm a fan, but I'm not a super fan.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What about for you? Same question. If we could, when we have our music festival,
Yeah.
who
Who's
do
your
you
dream
want to
lineup?
headline?
Yeah. I mean, I have seen a lot of people. I've been to a lot of concerts, which I love, and I've been lucky enough to see a lot of people. Who haven't I been able to see? Well, Shania Twain is putting out a new album, and I would like to see her. She had a Vegas residency that I never got to see that looked really fun, and I would like to see her.
Okay.
But like other people, like Madonna, I've seen multiple times, and she would be, you know,
She'd be up there.
yeah. And she also has a new album coming out in July, so she'll probably tour this fall. So I'll probably go see that.
So Jill Scott is performing at Blumenthal soon, but the show is sold out. And so
I
I'm
bet.
disappointed and I feel loss in the fact that I don't get to go. But had I not known she was coming, I wouldn't have been saying, gosh, I really need to go find her and go to the show. So
Like you
that,
weren't following to see when she was going anyway.
yeah.
Interesting.
But now that it is a sold out show and it sold out quickly because I was aware when the tickets were coming and I did go and look and the day after I looked that they were already
Wow.
gone. But she has such a beautiful voice too.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. What else have you been up to since we spoke last?
Well, since we attempted to have this conversation, gosh, what have we done? So definitely music. This morning, I actually ended up going to an HR meeting, a Carolina Shore meeting, and our speaker today, I have to actually see if I can get her on the Gorilla HR podcast. She is a mental health therapist, but she talks about providing support and not being a problem solver. And so she's got a book about it, and she had some really interesting things to talk about. And I actually had a question for her at the end. I bought her book and she signed it for me. And when I was speaking with her, one of the things that we had talked about during the session was that feelings wheel. I'm sure you've seen it before. And I asked her during this period of time where not only me, but I know other people are feeling anxious about the world and these bigger issues, how do we go on with daily life when, I want to find joy and happiness in my regular life, but at the same time, I have this undercurrent of I'm very upset about what's happening in our country, in our state, in the world, et cetera, et cetera. And so we kind of talked a little bit about that. And one of the things that she said was that having some of those, and I'm going to be paraphrasing here, kind of rituals or things that you enjoy and that you do for yourself every day are what's important. So the way that maybe you drink your coffee and kind of your own ritual around that, things like that really help you connect and help kind of bring you back to daily life. So it was a good conversation. When she first started speaking, I thought, oh, I don't know about this lady, but 2 minutes in, I was like, oh yeah, she's great. I love her.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I hope she comes on your podcast.
Yes, as I was like, oh, I have definitely got to talk to her and see if she can come on because she had some really good stuff, and I would love to continue my conversation with her. So that's I have done that. That was really good.
Good. We have the feelings wheel on our refrigerator.
I think that's wonderful. I have one around here somewhere. I don't know where.
But right now you're feeling lost.
Yes.
In the,
Yes.
in
Right
the
now I'm
feelings
feeling
wheel.
disorganized. I'm feeling
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. But yeah. So that was a good interesting session.
Good. That's a good way to kick off a Wednesday.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Good combo. What about you? So I know you had your concert. Anything else recent that you've been up to?
Let's see. Since we had a show last, you came over for game night. We were supposed to go to see the Wizard of Oz ballet. That was our plan. We have learned if you want to go do something and it has tickets available, get tickets, don't wait.
Yeah,
Just get
per Jill Scott conversation that you just heard moments ago, back to a couple weeks ago when we tried to go see live jazz, to
Yeah.
now the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. So that we were
Buy the
supposed to do
tickets
that.
as soon as you're aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't I don't know what we're doing. I don't know why we're doing that. So that fell through, and so we had a little impromptu game night at our house, and you came over and we played some games, some new
What were those games
games.
called? They were games that were new to me. They were fun.
Yes. One was called Words Are Hard.
And it was hard.
For you, yes. It was hard.
I
It
like
was
words, but that was just not happening for me. Now, I, again, may have consumed, imbibed some substances that perhaps contributed to my inability to find words. And words were, in fact, hard.
yes. And you don't it on paper, it's a pretty easy game. And in the moment when people are waiting for you and there's pressure and there's a timer, um, yeah, you
Sucks. I really
made
sucked at that game.
you made the title live up to its name.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other one is something like you can't say or something like it's a very like this is what the game is.
And that one
And
I was okay with.
yes, because you had to speak slowly to really and that was your speed.
Yes. Speaking
Yeah.
slowly for me takes away the ums because I don't like to
Yes.
speak slowly.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. And like
It's
so
fun.
you have teams and their words on cards and you have to describe the words to your teammates and every time you say a filler word, the other team gets a point. See, that would have been a point. We
Yes.
should do that here. We should
Have a little buzzer.
have a little ticker. See again. So you don't realize all of the filler words that you use until you're thinking about it.
I think that that game would be really good in middle schools and high schools where students are learning how to do public speaking and give presentations because it would make them stop and think about those words and having the other team have it gamified and the other team
Yeah.
getting points when you have those filler words would be a good way to maybe practice that.
Yeah. True. Yes, because there's a little bell and it was fun. I
It
mean,
was fun. It
it's
was
a
fun.
really fun game.
Yes.
Not sponsored. We should have a go here and use code HUMP and get 10% off, but we
Yeah.
don't do that.
Let's talk to our marketing people about that.
I guess. Maybe. But if you do want to support the show, we do have a way for that. We should tell them.
Let's hear about it. What can they do?
They can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/the hump with Becky and Rich.
It's just that easy.
It's just that easy. Support the show. Keep us going every week, every Wednesday, so you know what's happening around here.
So speaking of what's happening around here, what's happening? What do we have coming up?
What do we want to? What do we want to? We want to do news? Do we want to do?
Let's
what
talk
do we
about
wanna do?
events. Let's give people something fun to look forward to so
Okay.
that in their wheel of feelings they can feel excited.
Let's see. Where are my events? Where are my events?
Well,
Here we go.
I'll start. You know, I've been talking for weeks now about the Charlotte Crown, which is professional women's basketball. Tomorrow, opening day for the home games. So they did
Yeah.
have a game, but tomorrow, first game at home, they play over at Bojangles Coliseum.
And you can't go. You can go. Are you going now? Maybe.
So I had some other plans that have been booked for quite some time. However, it's a whole situation with my niece is going to be passing through and getting to see her and some of her friends. And if I go to the event that I'm supposed to go to, I won't be able to see her and all of her friends. And I love them. And I decided today that that time with her, I can never get that back. So.
Yeah. You know that.
Yeah. So it is, it's magical, just like that.
Yeah, that's good. I'm excited because I know you really wanted to go.
Yeah. But my new problem is I don't have a lot of purple in my wardrobe, and that's their color. So maybe I'll just have to go and buy a t-shirt there.
Yeah. I mean, you have time. You can go shopping right after this.
Tell my clients that.
Right. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, so I am excited. I'm going to get to see my niece and my sister-in-law and some of my niece's friends, and I am going to go support women's sports, which I think is really important to do. And I love that it's going to be a role model for all of the girls and the women in our area and all of the men as well. So
Yeah.
I have made that decision, and I'm pretty excited.
Do we have any other? This is a really bad question, probably. But are there what other women's sports do we have here?
We have the Carolina Ascent, which
Oh yeah.
is women's soccer. They
Soccer.
just had their last game this past weekend. They won, but they just had their last game.
Why don't we have a basketball team?
That we do. It's starting tomorrow.
Oh yeah. It's what? It's in the afternoon and I'm still drinking coffee. Give me a minute.
Yes, yes. So yes, that'll be our basketball team. So we
Somehow I had football in my head.
I did see that. Well, we don't have a women's football team. There was just some sort of women's flag football event, which I thought was kind of fun. I mean, I wouldn't go do it, but I think it's pretty fun that it was an option for people to go do.
Did you do sports growing up?
No,
No.
I am not a sports person.
Yeah.
I'm not coordinated. I had hopes and dreams of doing roller derby because I think it seems pretty badass and I wish I could. And then several years ago, I went roller skating and that in about 30 seconds ended my hopes and dreams for roller
Yeah.
derby.
Mm.
Did you play sports?
Not by choice. So my dad was like he coached a lot of the sports growing up. And so my brother's 100% in all of it. I was forced to do one season of each, and then I could decide. But he wanted me to try, and if I didn't like it, then I didn't have to do it anymore. And there was never, ever a second season of any sport.
Which was the least offensive of all of them?
Probably T-ball. Because I could sit,
So
I would,
taking it back to like 4 or 5.
yeah, yeah, yes. And I would sit in the outfield and pick the dandelions in the field, just hoping nothing came to me.
That's how I play sports too. Like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, please don't let me have a turn. Don't let that ball come near me.
And I remember, like, apparently I was good at basketball and I was good at baseball, and I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm also really good at running grocery stores and being a teacher in my bedroom, so I would
Yeah.
rather do those things.
I liked to play teacher as well. I would read and teach all of my animals.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the things that I liked to do as well.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And look where it got us now, you know?
I know. And now we're play podcasters.
Yeah. Full circle moment.
Yes. I wasn't getting paid for it then. I'm not getting paid for it now. So, you know.
At least we're used to it, you know?
Hey,
we
at least
could
now I have a friend to talk to.
That's true. At least there's look, but now we could. Buymeacoffee.com.
Yes.
Um,
Love it.
yes, at least there in the circle wheel, there's what Misery Loves Company. Is that what this is?
Yes. Yes.
Fine.
Let's see. What else is going on? So this weekend, Chance the Rapper is actually going to be at the AMP at the Ballantyne Bowl
When?
on the 22nd
That is
at 7:30
Friday.
Friday. So I don't naturally, I don't know if I'm going to buy a ticket for that because, you
Right.
know, as we've discussed, I don't like to buy a ticket. But I do think with the AMP, the way that they're set up, I could just go be outside and hear some of the show,
Happen to be there.
which I think could be fun.
Is he like the probably the biggest act they've had come there?
Well, I don't know. I saw Sixpence None the Richer and Toad the Wet Sprocket there last summer. So
Wow. So kiss me, you know?
yes, yes,
Wow.
yes. I would say to me, this is the biggest name that I've seen.
Interesting. I wonder how that happened.
Don't know, but yeah, some more keeping with the music going.
I love that they have that option there. I think that's really cool. And that it's not like that they are bringing people in. That's really
Yeah, I definitely think that's pretty cool. I love that it's so close by too.
Yes, they have a couple places there that have good vegan food, and the ice cream shop there has vegan ice cream. So
Oh, so Friday night we should go over, get us some vegan ice cream, and sit outside and listen to Chance the Rapper.
yes, we have relatives coming from Atlanta this weekend, so we're gonna have a full house, but they're not coming until late Friday night. Although maybe if I tell them about this, they'll get their butts in gear and get here faster.
There you go. There you go. What else do we have going on? What's on your list?
Let's see. Tonight from 6:30 to 8:30 is the Charlotte Entrepreneurs at Heist Brewery. and that's, did I say 6:30, 8:30 already? Yes.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
networking and minding there at Heist Brewery. And people always ask me all the time that they feel like I am out networking and where do I network and how, like, you're always somewhere. What are you doing? Can I come with? And so there's that. I haven't been there, but that's an option for people. And then I know tomorrow, I believe I will be there 7:30 at Crossridge in Indian Land is another free networking event there from 7:30 to like 8:30, 9 o'clock. A good group of people. And Friday, another networking, 7:30 at Sweetwater's in Indian Land is a group that both
You
of us have.
do know all the networking events.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm not sure. It keeps me from working. So
Hey,
I'll
that's
just,
good.
yeah, I'll go make friends. So there's that on Friday too. So if people want to go and network with other business owners, I know you go there. You introduced me to it. So it's a
Yes,
good
I
group
do
of
like
people.
that Friday,
Yeah.
second and fourth Friday
Yes, every
networking group.
month. Also free.
If you're curious about any of these and you want more info, just reach out to us. We can get you the info.
Yeah. And come be our guest
Yeah,
there and talk about your business.
love it.
I don't know why music is big this week, but at the Birkdale Village, there's Live Under the Oaks music series on Friday, again from 6 to 8. And I believe when we talked about this earlier, you said that's in Huntersville, correct?
Yeah, Birkdale's far for us.
For
But
us.
I do think over at Stonecrest up on Ray Road and over at Blakeney, I think they are starting to do some of their live music outside as well. And then hopefully pretty soon right here in Indian Land with our little band shell coming
I
together,
know.
hopefully we'll be on that list with
Yes.
some good local live music pretty soon.
Yes, and maybe Chance the Rapper next year.
You never know.
Maybe Madonna's touring this fall probably, so maybe that'll be a stop.
Yeah, why don't you just reach out to her and have her pop in?
Yeah, yeah, she'll probably come on here and talk about it
Yeah.
when she books
Okay.
it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love these plans.
Yes. There's also that I of course know no information about really, but there's a Braille Trail reveal tomorrow. I'm gonna look this up and I don't know, I'll post about it on our Facebook page. From 10 to 12 in Charlotte. That it's a huge milestone really for accessibility here. That people can go and be in nature and outdoors and use Braille to
Do you
experience
know
that.
if it's something that's being added to some of the existing greenways?
Let me see. You talk amongst yourselves, and I'm gonna Google this live
Okay.
and see if I can get some information about it.
So I will tell you another event that is happening this Saturday, the 23rd at 7 p.m. Baby Goat Yoga. It is happening at the Poor Market, which is over in York. And the group that's hosting it is New Moonflower Farms. And that is actually the woman that I got my sweet little baby Jaeger from.
Stop. Here, look. Wait, hold. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna. Oh, well, it just froze. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Oh, wrong button. Yeah.
I had gone to a couple of goat farms, a goat dairy, and of course I loved the goats. I'm a total suburban girl, always have been. And I just loved the goats. And then I went to baby goat yoga a couple of times, and they used to host it at a winery. And so baby goats plus wine equals Becky has Jaeger.
You didn't name them wine names though.
No. I had to keep with my theme because my dog is Sky.
Oh my
My
gosh,
first dog was Bailey.
I just put that together as you said that. I never
It's
thought
so
about that.
trashy, but I had a theme, and I actually think they're really cute names. So
Go with it.
I did. I am.
I love that. When you got your goats, did you know because your goats are big? Are those bigger than normal goats, or are
No,
your
they're
goats?
actually dwarfs. They're Nigerian dwarfs. So there are other breeds of goats that are much bigger. They're on the smaller breed of goats.
Yours are just rounder.
Mine have very full bellies.
Yeah.
Mine enjoy all of their hay and their sunflower seeds and treats.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I let them out into the yard and I let them eat figs from the tree and they eat off the blueberry bushes. We have grapevines. They love to eat the grape leaves.
In their little area? Or like
So it's
in
right
your...
outside. So they have their barn
Yeah.
and that is fenced in. And then within the second layer of fencing, we have more space. They have a pretty decent sized space
Yeah.
themselves, but then there's additional space. And so I will let them out, and they'll come out and they'll eat around the yard. As blueberries are starting to come in, they're not ripe yet, but once they are, I let them out. And so as I pick blueberries from the top, they'll be around the bottom eating, blueberries from the bottom. So we just share.
Do you think they realize that they're like out of their pen? Or do they just like...
I
Do
think
they
they
follow you
do
around?
because they do follow me around. They actually like to be in their pen and their barn. Sometimes even when they can be out and about, they'll run back in and they'll run into their barn. And then I'm like, well, come on out and walk around the yard with me. And they'll come out and then when they run, the cutest thing you've ever seen.
I'm gonna play well, the next time I watch them or come over. I'm gonna see if I can get them to gallop. I don't know what you call what a
They run sideways, they kind of hop. They're adorable. I
They're
love those
cute.
goats.
They are cute. We should get them on this show.
Yes. And if you think you might want to enjoy some baby goats, go to baby goat yoga.
Goat yoga Saturday.
It's on Saturday.
Okay.
Register in advance because those events do fill up, but check out those events. Baby goat
Okay.
yoga.
Okay.
Love.
All right. I have the information on the Braille Trail.
Yes, tell us more.
It's at Lion Services Inc. It's at 4600 North Tryon Street.
Okay.
So it's an
And that's
innovative community.
tell us again, that's opening this weekend, that's starting this weekend.
Yes, Thursday. That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Join us as we pull. This is from their website. Join us as we pull back the curtains on an innovative community project that blends nature, art, and technology into a multi-sensory experience designed for everyone.
Love that.
And there's a whole bunch of other stuff on here, but I think that's really cool that's happening.
Very
Yeah.
cool. So we
This
have
is
not
awesome.
talked about football yet. This week, the Panthers released, or I guess last week actually, the schedule is out for NFL. So the Panthers, their first game of the season is also a home game on September 13th against the Chicago Bears. I know you're excited.
Oh, I have this on my calendar already, obviously. I
Avi.
love football.
Yes. If you were to be dragged to sports with me, just as you told me you were dragged to that concert last night, would you rather be forced to come to my house and watch football on TV with me, or would you rather be dragged to B of A Stadium and watch live football?
Oh, I mean, I don't understand how people watch football on TV when it's. I've been to a Badgers game, a Milwaukee or a Madison, Wisconsin Badgers. See, I don't even know what they're called. Wisconsin Badgers game. It was also like winter, so it was cold.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah.
But if I had to do it, I would rather see it live
Okay.
because then the energy of the people and it was probably more exciting.
Very
Yes.
different experiences. I
Yes.
actually really enjoy watching football at home because I can see everything big and I can see the plays clearly and I have my big TV for that. Although I think we could handle a slightly bigger TV and then it would be like I'm down on the field with them. Have life size. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh, yes. And you'd be on your couch, so you could nap in between the
Yeah.
plays while they're talking.
No, because I need to be talking about it or texting my family about it.
Oh, right. Okay.
No time for sleeping, only time for texting about like, oh my gosh, what just happened?
And
Yeah.
everyone's like, nothing.
So,
Okay, well, let's wait for something else to happen.
you know what? I am not going to take you to a game.
Oh,
You don't appreciate it. I'm not going to make you go.
well, we'll probably plan it and not have tickets anyway. So let's pretend that we're going to go and we won't get tickets.
Okay.
I want to run over my dog.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, do they play the Packers?
They do.
Well, we should
They
look
play
into...
them in Green Bay this year, but it's a Thursday game. But my
Well,
sister-in-law is, I've talked about this before. Christine and I travel and we go to a game every year. So actually this weekend, she and I are going to pick which game we want to go to.
well, if the Packers aren't in the winter, so anytime between
Now in the end of
no,
September.
no, yes, basically yes,
Yeah.
I'd go.
Okay.
Maybe they'll be there. I'm going to Wisconsin in October,
Oh,
so
that's pretty fun.
maybe they'll be playing then.
Yeah. I'll have to double check. I don't remember. I want to say it is earlier in the season. So that is a possibility.
Okay.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for football to come back.
I am excited for you to be excited. On our feelings wheel, I am excited.
Oh, thank you. Love
Yeah.
that.
Glad you're gonna have fun with that.
So the
Um,
other event,
yeah.
sorry, now we're both excited. I'm going to be facilitating an event through the Lancaster County Chamber of Commerce. I occasionally have spoken and done some things with them, and I speak periodically anyway, but on June 17th. And so when I was speaking with them about doing something, they said, do you think you could do a presentation that is tailored towards both professionals as well as college level interns? And at first I was like, yeah, for sure. And then I thought, well, what am I going to do? Then I channeled my inner Rich, and I'm doing a game. I'm going to do the Battle of the Generations, and I'm going to talk about, workplace trends and behaviors and preferences when it comes to differences between the generations. But I'm going to make a little competition to make it fun.
Like teams or just like general trivia that people can scream out the answers?
I'm undecided between teams or doing one where everybody just plays from their phone.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think those are fun, but I have a little bit of fear of the technology failing me at the last minute.
Yes.
So that's always
Yes.
my fear.
That's so fun. When is that? June
June 17th.
17th. Okay.
And I think it's going to be held down at USCL, again, through the Lancaster County Chamber. Again, if you want to go and you're not a chamber member, reach out to me. We can chat.
Yeah. We'll look up for next time. I'll look up the link. Do they have it on their calendar yet?
I think they
Okay.
do.
Then we'll put that out there for people.
Awesome.
That'll be fun.
Yes. You have to, you should come with me. You
I was
should
gonna
come
say
with me.
I'm putting that on. I need to join the chamber again, and then but I'm gonna come to that. This pen doesn't work. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love that. I love a good game.
Yes. All right. What else do you have? You were about to say something.
I don't remember, but when so have you? I don't know. What do I need to talk during this thing or what? Have you like created the game yet?
And not fully. I've started. I have a couple of true and false and a couple of multiple choice, but I will have to develop a few more questions.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you need whiteboards, if people need to draw, I have all kinds of stuff,
Oh, yes. This
Or
is
if you need a spinny wheel.
Let's do our spinny wheel. Let's do
Okay.
our own little internal game here.
You want to spin it? All right. So another spoiler. Yesterday we played this game and it, didn't work because we didn't have any. No,
Crap! I should have thought of an answer then.
it landed on the same question. Dang it. Okay. Well, what is Lancaster's DJ name? What would you name if Lancaster was a DJ? What?
I'm gonna say DJ. The grass is greener. Because it could be like the grass is greener over here because we have goats and chickens and things like that.
Yeah.
Or it could be like, oh, the grass is greener over there because they have a better planning department and unified development plan. So you could look at it from multiple different views. But I'm going to go with DJ Grass is Greener.
DJ. What an exciting name that would be.
What do you have?
Do you want to go? Do you want to go see DJ the Grass is Greener at the Bowl tonight? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
For, Chance the Rapper.
Yes, he could be. Is my screen really blurry to you?
It just got blurry. You were clear and then you got a little blurry.
I just noticed that.
It wasn't that way the whole time.
That did not help. What's in the way?
I feel like you're dodging you've made fun of my DJ name, but
No,
I'm still waiting to hear yours.
Now it's clear, isn't it? DJ Clear. That's gonna be my. Okay, what would it be? Um. Um.
The grass is greener over here. I had an answer.
I'm gonna say DJ Kiss, like Lancaster, because people
Oh.
mispronounce how to say it, and then that would help people. So DJ Kiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll
Might as
have
well.
both of those at our festival.
Yeah. Yes. And we should have a poll on which one people would go to. If you saw a poster for DJ The Grass is Greener and you saw a poster for DJ Kiss, which one would you go to? And what music do you think they'd play? I don't know. Can I tell you about my DJ name that I always wanted to have?
I would love to hear your DJ name that you always wanted to have.
Okay, it'll be brand new news to you, like I didn't tell you yesterday. But for those who are listening, I always wanted to be a DJ. I wanted to be a wedding DJ. I wanted to be a DJ at a bar. I thought it would be fun. And I always wanted to have a DJ name because I grew up loving Roseanne. I still love the show Roseanne. And so my DJ name would have been DJ Connor because she had a son named DJ and their last name is Connor. So I wanted to be DJ Connor.
Yeah. When I think of hot DJs, Roseanne related,
It's not DJ Roseanne. It's DJ Connor.
inspired by Roseanne.
Well, that could be my, like, underneath that, maybe. I don't know.
That is a name.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It is.
What kind of music would you be playing as a DJ?
Well, when I used to be a DJ at a
Well, you
bar.
did actually DJ.
I did DJ for a little while until I quit. It was at a bar in not a nice area in Milwaukee, and it was attached to a bowling alley that usually fights would break out, and they would literally be throwing bar stools at each other, bowling balls, and so the cops would come, and it would get kicked, or it would get shut down, and so I got to go home and still get paid, but I got to go home early. But there was a group that would come once a month, and it was like a bunch of divorced people, men and women, that would all get together once a month, and they would come to my bar that I DJ'd at, and they would get really drunk, and then they would request all of these like kind of sad, but like the sad breakup songs, but that were fun. And then they would dance. They'd be so drunk, and they would just dance, like they were having a blast.
That's kind of therapeutic.
Yeah, I mean, I did
Was
it.
it like a mixer of, find your next spouse here?
No,
or?
I think it was like support.
Okay.
Yeah, but the bar like didn't even really. It had a kind of a DJ booth, but it was on the dance floor, so I wasn't like, and it had none of the DJ equipment worked, so I had to make my own like mixed CDs, and then I would just play those. So I had to then write down all of these, and then if someone requested something, then I had to like find the CD that it was in and put it in and find the. It was
So
and
you
no,
had to really be prepared.
I was working.
This is pre just like beep bop boop,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are there any photos of
No.
DJ Connor?
DJ Connor? No, there are no photos of me during that time. No, sorry, no promo
I can
photos.
visualize.
Well, and also there were no lights on the dance floor, so if there were pictures, you wouldn't have been able to see me because it was just dark.
And you're sure that this activity was sanctioned by the bar/bowling alley? You weren't just like there with your boombox?
No. They hired me. They had fired the person before me. He stole a bunch of their like records and stuff, and he apparently this camera is driving me insane that it's so blurry. I'm a professional. And they told me that the crowd he was bringing with his music was the reason why there were so many fights. And so they hired me to come play my Justin Timberlake remixes. And it cleared out pretty quickly. So I don't know if it was good or bad at my job, but they liked it. The bartenders loved me. So
Sounds like a win right there.
Yeah, and then I quit because it just got too weird. Yeah.
It sounds like an unusual experience.
And then I was a wedding DJ. I was training to be a wedding DJ, and then I quit that too.
Why did you quit training to be a wedding DJ? I think that would be pretty fun.
Because I got another job,
Oh, okay.
a full-time job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any pictures of that? Did you have a white suit or anything?
I did like two training sessions with the guy like at his house, and he had just tubs of CDs. And I think I got the call about the job while I was there, and then I just left and was like, yeah, sorry. Because I had quit. I used to work for Borders bookstore, and I quit that, and then the reason why I quit was one of the managers. They fired him and then called me back and said, will you come back? He's gone now. And I said, yes.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, that's my story.
Oh. So you have done a lot of things.
Yeah, none of them have. Yeah, why not? You know, why
It's all
not? Yeah.
It's all good. So we have a few minutes left, but what news has been happening? What's new in our area?
Well, did you see I'm sure you saw the news about the multiple fires over the last week.
Yeah, I mean, I know we've had some drought, but these have been like home fires.
Yes. Yeah, and multiple like cities. The house fire in Indian Land. I know multiple cities were helping with that, and some of the firefighters I think had like smoke inhalation, and it was
Pretty scary.
serious. Yeah, yeah, and then the thrift store second. I'm gonna butcher this now.
I
Second,
saw that too.
yeah, which I think was also, if I'm not mistaken, was also her home. Like I don't know if they were attached.
That's scary. That's upsetting.
Yeah.
All these fires. Fire is scary. I
know.
definitely have a healthy fear of fire.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. I always think of that living in townhomes. Like, I know they're put together where there's a lot of space in between the homes in the walls, but like,
Yeah.
we're all still attached.
Yeah. And this is part of why Lancaster County needs to have a strong UDO and a strong planning department and reasonable county commissioners. Because as we have all of these homes and businesses, we have to have the infrastructure to support, particularly things like fire.
Yeah.
Like for me, we don't have city water, even though I'm in Indian Land. And so we're on a well. We don't have a fire hydrant close. There's one all the way down on 521, but that's, I don't know, a third of a mile at least
Wow.
down the road. So these are the things they have to be thinking of when they're doing the
Yeah.
planning. Yeah.
I mean, that'll have to change probably with the hospital thing across the street from you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, they'll have city water for sure, but
Yeah.
yeah. But we need good protection and things like that.
Yikes.
Scary. It is scary though
Yeah.
when I see fire. I'm thinking just people losing their homes.
I know.
Very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what do you have for news?
So I think this is kind of exciting. The Rock Hill Schools and USCL are putting out a dual enrollment program that's starting this fall. So high school students can enroll in this dual enrollment program, and then when they finish high school, they can have up to 60 credits towards an associate's in science or an associate's in science and criminal justice. So I think that's pretty cool. They're going to
Wow.
teach the classes down at USCL. Some will be online, some models will be hybrid. But I think that's such a great opportunity to be able to get some college credits or even an associate's before you're even out of high school.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I love seeing things like that. Prepare people for work, especially having,
Right.
an associate's degree already. That just gives you a step ahead. I
I
think
wish that when I was in high school, I was like smart enough to do stuff like that.
when I was in high school, I don't think that we had that kind. Well, I know
Yeah.
that we didn't have that kind of dual enrollment program, but I actually graduated from high school in 3 years. And so to graduate early, I needed senior government and senior English. And so for government, I had to take 2 sessions of government at the community college that served as my high school credit. And so I created my own dual enrollment back in the
Wow.
day.
Of
Yeah.
course you did.
Yeah.
Of course you did. Yeah.
You
Yeah, we
know?
didn't have that option either, and I don't think I was smart enough to. I mean, I never would have been like, hey, would you want to do this? No.
Yeah. Well, it all
Barely.
started, my dad was in the military, and at that time, he was trying to decide, is he going to stay active duty or was he going to retire? And if he had stayed active duty, we probably would have been moving right before my senior year. And so that's what like started the conversation. And I went to figure out, can this be done? And then found out what I would need to do it. And the government and English were what I needed. So we found ways and made it happen. And then I took English in the summer after my junior year, and I took it with all the kids who had failed senior English. So those were very different experiences, taking government at the community college versus taking high school senior English with all the kids that had failed senior English.
What was your favorite? Did you have a favorite subject in school?
English. I liked language arts. I love reading. So anything that was reading books was right up my alley.
How many books are you reading right now?
Two, just two.
Okay.
I'm usually reading something and then I have an audiobook.
Okay.
And then sometimes I have a third book, and that's if I'm reading like an actual hard copy book. Usually I read everything electronically. So usually I've got some kind of ebook, some kind of audiobook, and then potentially a third, but usually two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I still think we need to start a book club around here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're on board with that.
for sure.
Yeah.
Love to read. Love. So we also have a new county administrator. So,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
we've
Yeah.
been without for a little while now after Dennis Marstall left, and we have Brian Tucker, who is actually from Lancaster, coming to fill this job. When I first saw that he was from Lancaster, I was a little bit nervous because I thought maybe he was going to be part of some good old boy network and all of what I have as connotations around that. But he is experienced. He has actually been out in Myrtle Beach for the last couple of years as an assistant county manager or assistant city manager. And with the work out there, they split it so different assistants have different kind of areas of responsibility. So out there, he's got construction services, public works, planning and zoning, and then the convention center. And you know, I have all kinds of beef with planning and zoning, so I'm excited to have somebody who has some experience in an area that has a lot of growth. And I also found an article that he was quoted in a couple of years ago where he was talking about all of the growth in Myrtle Beach and how, with all of the tourism and people coming, it was creating a situation where the people working in those jobs couldn't afford housing. So somebody who understands affordable housing and having the right mix of growth and development, I'm pretty
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
So I have high hopes.
Yes, and he starts in July, I believe, right? July 1st is what I read.
Yes, I'll take
Um,
that.
and if he wants to come on here and chat about what he wants to do and what his plan is and why he's
Yes.
excited about coming back home,
If we can get our act together with our county karaoke
I know.
or
I know.
county cash car or whatever, you know.
Whatever we're gonna do, it's a
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah.
He'll probably be our first guest as my
Ooh, that would be really fun.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's good. I think our county being where it is and in the position it is with the growth and with the differences between the Panhandle and the rest of the county, I think having that role filled with a good, strong leader is really important.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm hoping
Very
that
exciting.
happens. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah. I think that's all
Uh,
the news I have. I didn't spend a lot of time looking at news this week. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's okay. We're almost out of time anyways, so that's what are you doing this weekend?
I don't have too much planned. It is Memorial Day weekend, so there are lots of deals and bars and restaurants and little events and things like that that are happening. But of course, just, you know, reminder, Memorial Day is really about remembering people who died while serving this country, those that were in the military and on active duty. And so, you know, I take a little time to think about that this weekend, but I will also then just enjoy my time with family and friends. And hopefully, if the weather holds out, I'm going to come over to you. I know you're having a little fiesta.
Yes, of course. We have family coming from Atlanta, like I said before, Friday night. So we're gonna hopefully do some pool time, little cookout brunch thing at home on Saturday, and early enough that we can all then nap in the afternoon, as I like to. Or as a business owner, entrepreneur, solo entrepreneur, do you take Monday off? Are you going to work? Like how do you schedule your life around holidays like that?
I
I'm
have so
curious.
much flexibility with my schedule because I am a solopreneur. I will probably not work a full day,
Yeah.
but I'll probably do a little bit of work. I've got a couple of meetings next week and I want to make sure I'm prepared for those. So I probably will take a little bit of time. But that's nice too because then I can have some uninterrupted work time.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
some things that I just need to buckle down and do. So I'll probably do a little bit of that. But also knowing that, you know, Craig will be off, you know, maybe there's some stuff we can hang out and do
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make those my days of like take the computer and sit on the couch and like be comfortable while you're working, you know, like so you don't like feel like you're not fully working, but you still like do the things you have, and nobody ever wants to schedule a meeting on days like that.
Yeah.
So you get to kind of be flexible, which is
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Agreed.
Have you watched the Richard Simmons Diane Sawyer documentary
Not
thing
yet.
yet?
Not yet. So if the weather, well, probably even if the weather is nice, I'm not going to be outside the whole time. I would like to watch that this weekend, assuming you're going to recommend it.
Yeah, you need to watch it so we can. I watched it the other day. Um, so we need to discuss this. If you've watched it out there in the world, let me know so we can discuss it. But we need to discuss it.
How far back in his life does it go? I don't really know much about him other than kind of the persona he had at his fitness heyday. Do we
well,
learn about his upbringing? Okay.
yes, as we talked to his brother,
Okay.
like Diane Sawyer and I went out there, um, and people, yes, I don't. It sounds to me, I took away that like there's clearly some trauma that either people don't know about or we're not discussing,
Hmm.
but it's very sad, very very sad, and his death, like how it's, I don't know.
I know I have to watch because I
Yes,
have so
yes,
many questions now, even just based on these few things that you've said.
yes. And then my question is, do you think the way he died is the real way he died?
I don't know how he
So
died.
when you're watching, yeah. So when you figure that out, when you find that out, let me know,
Okay.
and we'll talk about that
I
later.
will watch, we will do a little research, and we will discuss.
Okay, good, good.
Maybe in addition to book club, we need a movie club
Mm,
or
okay.
documentary
I
club
was gonna
because I
say
do love
documentary. Yeah,
documentary.
yes,
Mm.
yes. If you want a movie as well, Lurker, another good
Oh, I
movie that I
should write
watched.
that down because you told me that title and I forgot that. So I
Yes,
make myself a note.
very
Love it.
disturbing, not family
Disturbing,
friendly.
scary, disturbing in what way?
Um, Disturbing in it's awkward. There's suspense. It's not gory. It's not scary. It's just awkward and uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's really good.
Okay.
Not
So
like some.
Richard
Yeah.
Simmons and Lurker are on my list.
Yes. Don't get them confused. All right.
I won't. I
Okay.
won't. And
Well,
are
I'm
you
glad
going to
the.
be good
Yeah.
about going and working out this weekend? I
Well,
feel like
as
you're a
soon as
good weekend worker outer.
yeah, but the problem is then we have family here, so we'll be up later. You know.
Past 7
So
o'clock?
yeah. They're not even leaving Atlanta until like after 6, so they won't get here until late.
So you'll just set an alarm, get up when
Yeah,
they get here.
yeah, and they'll make enough noise when there's 4 of them. 2 of them are children, so
Oh, well,
there'll be a
that'll be
lot of.
fun.
It'll be a
Yeah.
fun weekend. I'm excited. I love having them here, and they love
What are you
coming
guys
here.
going to do
So,
besides cool time and um, brunching?
well, they leave on Sunday, so
Quick visit then.
we'll go
Yeah.
for a walk Saturday morning, with
Okay.
the dog and the kids, then go to the pool, and then that's it. They love coming here and just like lounging. Like
Okay.
they love watching movies. They have a like year and a half year old, and then I think
Aw.
Jeremiah is like 16.
Okay.
And so he's on like video games all the time. So he goes in the guest bedroom that has the TV, and we hook all that up for him, and he plays with all of his friends. And
So should I bring my Nintendo Switch over?
yeah, and we'll play Wheel of Fortune.
Mario Kart.
All right, have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next.